like to introduce yourself?
My name is Leah Guy. I'm an author and a healer and a spiritual teacher. What else do you want me to say?
Yeah,
My main passion and interest is helping people move into a better space in their life, no matter what they're going through. And so I've been doing healing work of some variety for 25 years now. I have 3 books now out, 2 which are coming out this year, and they're focused on our spiritual growth, but primarily our emotional healing, because I find that that's the main thing that keeps people stuck in their patterns and their addictions and their, toxic relationships and so forth. So that's where my main passion lies. The first book, The Fearless Path, I wrote in 2017, and that book it's a great book. It really teaches a lot about energy healing, energy medicine, and the 7 main ways that we create blockages in our body and in our emotional lives. And I wrote the book because, I've been working with clients and groups for 25 years, and I found that although each of us have very specific, unique stories, most of us are suffering similarly. So I kind of distilled it down into different symptoms, physical symptoms, emotional symptoms, and personal stories and client stories to help other people identify maybe where they're blocked or they're stuck. So one of my new books, A Spiritual Journal for Women, it wasn't my idea to do it just for women because I think men need just as much, if not more, support than women these days. So it's available to anyone. But that is a 5-month journal to help us focus on things like gratitude and acceptance and connecting to our higher self. And so there's a lot of prompts and meditations and affirmations and thoughtful guide in that journal to help you along each day. And then the other book, Overcoming Toxic Emotions, is a practical guide to building better relationships with yourself and others. And that one's really exciting for me to put out because it's a very simple explanation of how we can shift our life and our experience of life by creating new energy patterns, vibrational experiences. It's not the law of attraction. It goes deeper than that. It's into our emotional imprints and really taking a look at why we think and feel the way that we do from, way back when, from our childhood up to now. And then really practical, easy, a 3-step method and how to change that belief or that thought or that pattern or that imprint so that we can experience something different. Well, writing isn't something that ever was on my list of things to do. So the fact that I have 3 books now, it just kind of goes to show you that, sometimes life takes us a lot of different places that we don't expect. I got into the work of the healing arts primarily through my own trauma and experience, and I write about that in the first book more so. But I had gone through, when I was younger, everyone goes through their own challenges and struggles, but I had a few major events. One, I had a family member who I was very close to who was murdered, and then I was raped, and I had an anxiety issue, and I had an eating disorder, and all these things kind of started coming together in this way where I was unable to function by the time I turned 21. And so I sought help for myself. And I've always been a very spiritual person, not very spiritual meaning trying to judge any classification of spirituality, but very interested and felt connected to a higher power, a higher source, a higher part of myself since a very young age. So when I went to find help for myself, I tried so many different kinds of things, traditional therapy, drugs, talk therapy. And it was really when I learned about energy medicine, mindfulness, meditation, and the possibility of our actual healing, not just masking something or covering something up, did I start to change myself. It was very subtle, but it was very profound. And so I studied many different aspects of holistic health, from massage therapy to nutrition to mind-body practices and meditation. And then just started slowly incorporating all those with different clients. And through that, I found, not only my own healing, but some of my deeper gifts, which is, intuition and kind of helping a person through deeper parts of their struggles and pain and empathy and so forth. And so that's kind of how it all started. Since I was 4 years old, I remember thinking, I want to do health stuff and I want to do media stuff. And so the media has come out in forms of books and interviews and TV appearances and TV shows, and the health has come out in all kinds of forms that's just kind of taken a life of its own. I like getting information out to people and being helpful in kind of a way that's, so many people equate holistic health or spirituality with this kind of mysticism, or, it always has to be in prayer or meditation, or we have to be quiet and we have to namaste, and that's just not the real world, So I really like to bring this information and encouragement to people in a very practical, real way.